There's old that's good, something that's old is tried and true, where something that's new might not work.
Mhm.
We have it for foods, and wines, and old can be quite good and new or green can be bad. So I think one of the things is we don't always appreciate the cultural overlay we bring to terms. I mean, really all old means is it's existed for a longer period of time.
Mm.
So I'm old now, compared to my students, and that's fine. And I have a mother who's 30 years older than I am.
Mm.
So there's quite a range there.
Yeah.
And it's time we acknowledged it in medicine and society, that old isn't a singular state. It's not the same as frail. It's a decades long phase of life, with as much richness and diversity as childhood and adulthood. And we can make it better by recognizing.
Mm. I loved, I think I was watching one of your interviews on a TV show where you gave an example of a 97-year-old man who went to his doctor and said, there's something wrong with my knee. And the doctor said, well, you are 97. He said, well, my other knee's 97 years old too, and that one's fine. So I love that
Right.
example.
Me too.
Excellent. But yeah, it's very easy to give the response that it's because of old age and there's nothing we can do about it, right?
And I see patients all the time that have been told that, and that's why they come to see me.
Mhm.
So in the first place, there's always something you can do about it. And part of that may or may not include fixing the problem. I mean, the other thing about old age is your risk for medical conditions goes up. So if you say, oh, that's age alone without looking into it, your chances of missing something are big. Now, if a person is so frail and towards the end of their life, it may not be worth, or it may not be what they want to look at, something really invasive may not be worth it to them. Um, on the other hand, let's say we can't fix it. One of the things I like about geriatrics and integrative medicine is that we don't just think about the organs or the body. We think about its relationship to what's around, right? So maybe your hip is so bad that you can't get up the stairs, and upstairs is where your only bathroom is. So you feel like you have to move out of your beloved home that you've been in for ages. But maybe we get you a stair lift, a thing that you can sit on, and then you can get to the bathroom. Problem solved. Problem can also be solved by hip surgery, but sometimes you do one or the other. And I think the ability to think about, can we change the person? Is that the right thing to do? Or do we need to change the environment? And here's where I think geriatrics overlaps a lot with sort of disability rights. People say, oh, we can't fix that person. Well, maybe the person doesn't need to be fixed. Maybe the environment needs to be made more inclusive.